Hello y'all, my name is Mia Mintaka and I am here to make a video about why I moved from Houston after living there for 2 years. So I just wanted to say, when I had relocated to Houston, I wanted to live in Texas for 10 years, but I did 2 years. I had to go. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my experiences there, and just want to say this is my own personal experience. I am not throwing any shade at Houston. I actually enjoyed my stay there for the first year, and I also did want to preface this by saying, literally, I moved there on Valentine's Day of 2020, and just a few weeks later, the world shut down. Like, COVID happened for the first time, so it was pretty weird. So I do want to say that may have impacted my experience, but okay, moving forward. Now, Houston, I think that it was an amazing place to go. In my 20s, and single at the time, and the men, honey, they were fine. There's so many fine men in Houston. Oh my God. There's a lot of gorgeous girls too, honey. So I think it's a wonderful place to go, when you're single and when you are just wanting to have fun. Like when you're a young professional, single, want to have fun, be free. One thing that I loved about Houston is when you go to the parties or when you go to the clubs, everybody was dancing. So coming from Philly, where growing up, I definitely was the dancer in the parties and there were some other dancers, it started to get to people just standing on the wall trying to look cute for Instagram. So what I love the most about Houston is everybody danced and sang. It was like a party all the time when you went out, right? But one thing about Houston is a lot of people are not faithful to each other. I didn't necessarily feel like it was a place that was conducive to having a healthy relationship. So after my first, I would say about 10 months or so in Houston, I was ready to get in a relationship. So I manifested my partner with my Manifest Your Soulmate candle, which you can click the link below if you want to manifest your soulmate, because, I have a store with manifestation candles, tarot readings, stuff like that. And I manifested my partner, and honestly, once I started to date him and get with him, I started to really see, like, people don't care if you're in a relationship at all. Like, I don't think Houston is like for lovers. Houston's not really a place from my perspective to have like a healthy relationship. There's just so much temptation around. There's so many married men who tried to take me on dates, tried to, hit on me, maybe tried not to tell me that they were married. Even at work, like, the men were just all over me all the time. It did not matter if they were married. It did not matter what was going on. Like, they just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like what I've noticed is, like, loyalty is not really a thing in Houston. So I didn't feel like it was a place where I can have like a healthy relationship and where it would be easy to be, I don't want to say it wouldn't be easy to be monogamous, but literally every time I went out, they were like, I don't know. I'm just imagining like dogs just barking at you, just want to eat you. I'm just like, and then they were tempting too. So that might have been, I don't want to say it was just a me thing, because I mean, it's a lot of temptation, but I just think there's just so much temptation in Texas, in Houston, Texas. And it's very much about like, hey, let's go to brunch. Let's go get a couple drinks. Let's turn up. Let's da-da-da-da-da. Like, it's a lot of that energy. And I just feel like me, after turning 30, honey, I like my life a lot more calm, honey. So me and my partner, we done up and relocated to Virginia, honey, because Virginia's for lovers. So that's a whole nother thing. Let me know if you want to know about moving to Virginia. Anyway, so number one, I wanted to leave Houston because it's hard to have a healthy relationship there, because everyone wants to have sex all the time. And not even just with me. It's just a lot. It's just very, it's weird to say this, but when you're in Houston, it's very easy to be very horny. I know that might sound weird, but it's true. It's a lot of sexual energy all the time. And it's fun when you are able to have that space, but when you are trying to be on the path of like monogamy, it's kind of challenging. Another thing that I didn't like, I am someone who needs fresher air, and so I felt like there was a lot of smog I did hear before I moved there that there was like the oil factories and, you know, stuff like that that was around. But after living there, I'm not saying that the air was just super, super, super thick, but it just was not as clear as I prefer. So I recently just relocated to Virginia Beach. So here there's a lot of ocean energy. So it's a lot more crisp. The air feels cleaner. It feels easier to breathe. I just felt like there, it was just like a lot of radiation. And I'll also say when I was during the lockdown, I worked as a therapist at the psych hospital. So I was able to still go outside even though people were locked down. They were building so many 5G towers there. So I just felt like the radiation and just, I was getting migraines like every day there. Like it was just, I don't know. It's just something in the energy. Another thing, oh my gosh, now I've always been a girl's girl. Don't get me wrong. Like I've experienced girls being jealous and stuff like that, but the level of just like competition energy, it just, I don't like that. I don't like that. I like girls. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying all girls were like that, but they were like very Megan Thee Stallion consciousness. Like, I'll F your man. I'll be smiling your face, but I'm secretly plotting. Like, I just felt like I am a very genuine person. And when I make a friendship, I'm not thinking about having sex with their partner or anything like that. But I think a lot of people there had that type of consciousness. There was a lot of like backbiting, just lack of integrity. I'll say it really turned me off. Me personally, it turned me off, the lack of integrity amongst girlfriends. There was a one time, there was a girl who I really liked. She was so fun. Like I had met her before I met my partner. I went on a date with this guy I was dating, and he took me to like his travel club's bowling party. And me and this girl, we had so much fun dancing, all this stuff. It was a great time. So we exchanged contact information. We went out another time. It was a good time, and we kept in contact. So one day she invited me out again, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in this relationship now. I haven't been going out as much. Let me go out with her, honey. Why did she invite me to the location was beautiful. It was like this private building. You walk to the back, they give you a rose, you get on the elevator, and got on this beautiful elevator with her, go upstairs to I forgot what floor it was, but it was stunning up there, like a whole little concert up there, red velvet everywhere. It was a freaking like swingers party, like a sex party pretty much. So she didn't tell me that that's what that was, And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against that kind of thing. I actually find it quite exciting, but I was in a relationship and I just didn't want to cheat on my partner. So she took me to that type of party, and, I was just like, okay, I'm going to just go with it, whatever. I'm not going to do anything with anyone, even though people there so many people try to, show their body parts, try to show their body parts and flirt and buy drinks, and that's fine, honey. But I went to the bathroom. This girl, she tries me. She did something that was sexual, and I had to like pull back and be like, oh no, like we can't do that. Like she tried to have sex with me in the bathroom. I didn't know that it was going, I'm just new and experiencing Texas, trying to go out, make friends, connect, and I didn't know that was the energy. So that's what I mean by it's just like, I love the sexual, I love sexual energy. I'm comfortable with sexual energy, but it's just like a lack of integrity with sexual energy, a lot of misdirected sexual energy. That was something that kind of turned me off, And so I just got kind of tired of it. I got tired of not having the freshest of air. I got tired of, people being more focused on getting a section at the club and having sex with everyone, than things that I'm interested in, which is like esoteric wisdom. I am a psychic medium, tarot reader, creative arts therapist. If you want to learn more about that, you can follow me on YouTube at The Mystic Therapist, and more information. I'll put my information below. But I feel like where I'm going in this society, in this world, like I've evolved from those, from that space. I feel like that's just like a stop, have fun, and go. It's not like a settle in, because I feel like if I stay there, I'm not going to be able to fulfill my purpose, because it's too many distractions. And it would be so hard to have a monogamous relationship with people who just don't care if you got a girlfriend, if you got a boyfriend, if you got a husband, if you got a wife, they don't care. They don't care if that's your man, honey. If they want to have sex with him, they gonna have sex with him. Like, I don't like that. So that was my personal experience. And I just want to preface this by saying, I am not saying that this is how everybody who lives in Texas is. No, 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 no. There's a lot of nice people out there, a lot of nice people. But this was my experience, and it turned me off. And I realized that it's just not for me. So I came somewhere that I liked a lot more, somewhere a little bit more calm. Virginia. Virginia is for lovers, and I am a lover. So that's my spiel. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're going to comment, keep it cute. Be nice, I'm not coming for anyone. But if you've experienced something like this, I would love to hear about it. So please comment below. All right, y'all. Have a great day.